Hi Leo, welcome to the message you need to hear for March 10th through 24th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. Five of Wands. All right, so some conflict and tension. Okay. Five of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. So there's definitely been a disconnect and I feel like you're still with the person, or you're still, maybe even not physically, but I feel like they're still arguing, but there's an emotional disconnect. This is you feeling cast out and cut off, and while you're still arguing, something is like the emotional connection or the emotional part of this relationship is eroding. King of Wands, that could be Sagittarius. Five of Swords. King of Swords, this could be Gemini. Queen of Swords, wow. Three of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. All right, so we're suited here. We could be talking about marriage. All right, what's this King of Wands about? This King of Wands. Okay, be careful. Five of Swords, what's this about? Oh, okay. Somebody's fighting just for the sake of fighting. Honestly, wow. What's this King of Swords about? So this is somebody that at this point is being strategic and, dare I say, petty. It's a point of pride for them, and I feel like they consider you being on a need-to-know basis. They could have done the noble thing and cut things off, or they could be kind of strategically giving you information, maybe not telling you certain things because they're unsure of what's going to happen in the future. And I think they are loaded for bear. I think they're angry. I think that's why there's this. Because I think that they're deep down, they're angry. So they might be coming at you. They might be kind of trying to assert themselves or be dominant in the situation and take control of the situation. And it's because they're all about fighting and winning. This is about mental advantage, psychological advantage here. That's what this is about. And it looks like, we got the bitch card twice here. Okay, so this could be somebody that is just doing this for the sake of doing this, as far as, I don't know, as far as gaining an advantage. They want to leave the situation with an advantage, or there's something that they want. But this is somebody that I almost feel like they could just do this all the time. They could just go all day. They could, I got all day to do this and sit here and think of ways to be petty and dismissive and unkind and harsh communication and things like that. What's this Queen of Swords about? We could be talking about somebody that just has a serious character flaw here. I don't mean to say typical, but somebody with that whole narcissistic bent or streak, and you need to be social and insulate yourself with friends and be around people. I feel like it's a good idea not to be alone with this person, and to also keep communication indirect. We got swords here, so that could also be communication through email, text, things like that. Not even verbal communication as far as talking on the phone or even in person. Probably better to do online or with like indirect or intermediate communication rather than engaging, because they're going to trigger you. This is all about mental warfare, okay? Especially with this Five of Swords here. We got the Queen of Swords twice, so and it looks like they're pretty mad, and they're kind of on a tear right now. So, obviously being conflicted, and internally, probably as well as outward conflict with words and drama and situations and escalating and all that. You don't need that. It's just Three of Cups about. It's just Three of Cups about. To keep yourself grounded regarding this situation, you need to be with friends and you need to do things that are unexpected and out of your norm, that are not predictable, that are not what you would normally, even changing up your daily routine, the driving home differently, taking a different route home, going for a walk at a certain time when you never used to do that, or just do things behaviorally differently to shock yourself out of this, because this is going to take its toll on you mentally, but also it would loosen somebody else's psychological advantage, because all of a sudden you're doing things that they're not used to and it's not predictable. And I'm not saying like 5 ways to disarm this and that. No, I'm just saying this is talking about be active and be unexpected, be unpredictable and be active. Okay? Socially and otherwise. Stay busy, be active. Stay connected to friends and family. What's this Seven of Pentacles about? All right. Hangman. Get to that in a minute. Get to this in a minute. Hangman. They could be... So there's this emotional disconnect as well, but it could also be that they're being strategic or manipulative or just unjust about the money situation. I feel like this is a definite separation and you guys are in the throes of going back and forth about it. And this is... you're feeling the emotional disconnect, but 2 5s is vigils. Interesting. Maybe some of you have been waiting, but I feel like this is also, there could be some community assets or just things that you want back or that you want to salvage in the way also that are being strategically used against you. This person, honestly, it's like we got all these swords here. Somebody's mad and is being manipulative and strategic and just... Oof. Okay. So this is probably someone you're either married to or that you have longevity with that is a past relationship. Sometimes that means past life relationship, but how do we ever truly know, right? But this is saying that this is, and this could be you, Leo, this is, sometimes it's a soulmate relationship, but it could be somebody from your past. There could be kids involved. Maybe that's all you're left fighting about. Either way, this is a situation that is, it's like nothing can be done about this situation until somebody changes the way they do things or they think about things. And what they need to hear from you is... part of me wants to say your plan going forward, but I don't think it's about that. I think this is about strictly business. I think you need to keep things strictly business with them when you're working out the pros and cons and the divisions and this and that. You need to be very practical and very minimal in your communication. Very minimal about how you feel. You need to keep the focus on yourself. Keep the focus on yourself and just going out. And any conversation that you have with them needs to be just about business and brass tacks. As far as, okay, well, this would make sense. No, I'm not going to do, it's almost like negotiation over property. That's all it's come down to. That's the only reason you need to interact with this person. That's the only reason you need to interact. This could be custody over a child. But I also feel like this is about you keeping your feelings about yourself and not extending any kind of emotions or feelings towards them other than just the being polite and courteous. But this is keeping your emotions safeguarded for yourself. And when you engage with this person or talk, it is simply about negotiation back and forth about keeping it business-like as far as the separation. Or, God, if this is you working it out with them, fine. Although it doesn't feel like it. This does not feel like reconciliation here. This feels like somebody's loaded for bear and they're out for blood. And you're just like, you know what? I'm going to live my life. and somebody's just really controlling and used to having control, and they're just pulling out all the stops because they feel you slipping away. And so a practical approach is best with them in dealing with any kind of stuff, just keeping it very non-committal, and just, here I'm giving advice, but this would suggest someone that's reviewing the pros and cons, the cost and the payoff, the future investment and profit margin type deal. This is very business oriented is my point. So in dealing with somebody like that, that is the best approach to take. All right, what else for Leo? In dealing with this situation right here, it's saying keep your emotions to yourself and keep emotions out of it, and it's just keep it business. All right, Leo. This is the process of detaching. This is either in receipt of a final goodbye, or you are delivering one. If it is not, okay, this is not an omen, but if it's not handled correctly, it's going to revisit. So if this is not thoroughly vetted and we're not making doubly sure as we go through this, like this card suggests to do so, this situation will come back to bite you again. We got the birds up here, so that suggests a return. So this is something that you need to be careful with and really weigh and take a practical approach and weigh the pros and cons. Make sure that it's a strategic and just solid process on your part, that all your ducks are in a row, that you know exactly where you're coming from, you've done the research, yada, 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 you know what you want. This is it, because otherwise it's going to revisit. And I don't think you want to be in this person's company anymore. They don't seem like a very nice energy right now. You know. Nature. Yeah, okay, that's, well, this refers to grounding. Could also be that, you know, it's simply in their nature. That this had nothing to do with you. This is just who they were. This narcissistic personality, this really tyrannical type personality. Got the bitch card twice. I'm just saying. So it's, for one thing, it could speak to that, but also this is about you staying connected, not isolating yourself. You're easy prey when that happens, and you're emotionally vulnerable, and it's just, you know, but you need to stay connected. You need to do things that ground you, things like self-care, indulgences, you know, like maybe go on that off-roading trip with the guys, or, you know, get that manicure, or something nice you can do for yourself that makes you feel worthwhile, and that grounds you. And doing it with friends and family who are kind and supportive of you, even better. Leo. Okay, 2. All right. It's faithless and shocking. So I feel like this is talking about somebody that will stop at nothing, or that just has no shame. Like they are all about the drama because it would be a means to an end. This is somebody that has no respect for protocol or boundaries. They are going to do what they're going to do to get their needs met, to get what they want. So they're not internally guided by any kind of sense of right or wrong or compassion. It is all about them. So you need to be take that into account, please, Leo. What else for Leo? What would they say for Leo? What would they say? I can't handle your words right now. Well, you must be speaking the truth then. That's that make me want to, you know, get a bullhorn, right? Because it's like, you're not being nice, I'm not going to be nice. But okay, you can't handle your words right now. Well, that's probably because you've gotten vertical and you're staying the course, and you're not laying down, taking this solid, stable, secure, and practical approach here. That's not what this is. That's what you need to be here. And you just keep to yourself and keep doing what you need to do and stay connected, and that they can't get to you anymore. Leo. I feel like this is really bad, Leo. Honestly, I feel like this is a bad breakup, and I feel like you just need to keep close to family and friends. Okay, this is the last card in the Lenormand deck, and it's about a challenging, painful, disappointing relationship that has been. It's like everybody's cross to bear. This specifically deals with people that don't take responsibility, so you are left to bear the cross. This is somebody that just refuses to be accountable, and we've got, as far as this goes right here, this clover. That typically that speaks to luck. So happiness, hard work, luck, but it's like it's in the infirmary. Very interesting. This is kind of stumping me here because this is about luck. This is about taking a chance, happenstance, serendipity, rolling the dice, and then we've got. Okay, I think I know what it is. I think you need to be careful of any, because this relationship seems fraught with issues and complications and sadness and disappointments and control and somebody that just doesn't respect boundaries and is just out for what they want and blood and lots of conflicts. So any kind of peace offering, just don't remember where it's being offered from. So anything that seems like a break in the action or like you're coming to a clearing and there's emotion, don't trust it, okay? I hate saying that because, we want to give someone the benefit of the doubt, but it seems like this is deceptive. This right here is very, very, very heavy, and this is typically signifying an unchanging situation. So any kind of lightness or levity, the stroke of luck that comes along through this, you stay the course and stay grounded and practical and non-emotionally invested in this, because this will be fleeting. Remember where the offer is coming from, or remember where this situation's coming from. Okay? All right, Leo, I hope this was helpful. I'm very sorry. This is so disappointing. I wish it were different, and I wish you safe passage with this. I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.